Welcome back to the Lotus Room for another installment of Tool Check, where you can hear thoughts about tools from someone who really does not know what they're talking about. I thought today we would talk about two different ratcheting screwdrivers made by Klein Tools. The 15-in-1 multi-bit ratcheting screwdriver, part number 32305, and the 13-in-1 ratcheting impact-rated screwdriver, part number 32313HD. Now, before I tell you my thoughts about these, let's first try them out. All right. So let's try taking some of these screws out. Let's get that in the right direction. I can see that a little better. Yeah, that is nice. Yeah, these, it's a little too much back drag to make that come out right. Oh, technically that's for a number 3, but I'm using a number 2 bit, but Phillips just kind of rolls like that. But let's try the number 3 out. Make sure he feels included in the party. Yeah, so that's pretty good. These are sheet metal screws, so those really are in there. And this is really a number 4, but, you know, I don't mind cheating a little bit. Yeah, it's great. No notes. It's pretty good. Let's try the Torx bit here. We got T20. T20. Super solid, super smooth. I like that a lot. All right, let's do this. Same thing. Surprising. All right, and the Robertson bit. Oh, as if we're in the land of Canada. Yeah, that's great. You know, I think it's a shame that like we don't use these more. I think these are just better than a Phillips. You know, call me crazy. All right, so yeah, that's awesome. Won't do all that in the 13-in-1, but we'll just do a little bit here. Man, I think that bites a little bit better. These bits are awesome. This one is so pointy. I wonder if that's JIS. I don't know. Oh, that's a number 1. Using it on a number 2. How bad of me. But, oh, man, that really, these are awesome bits. I keep bumping the camera. So I'm just so excited to use these. Man, that's great. I love this thing. Wow, this is for a number 4. Outstanding. All right, so let's throw these in an impact. All right, first of all, now, we're not testing this. We all know that, you know, Milwaukee's the king. But we're just testing the bits out. So let's put this on. Oh, yeah, no, we don't need it to be on tornado mode. That's going to be too much. Let's just number 2. See how this does. Whoo! Oh, there's a user error there. That's pretty sweet. I'm going to put this to 1 because that's... I did pilot holes for all these, so that's overkill. All right, let's try the Torx, number 20. Yeah, oh man, that's a sweet bit. Yeah, let's go right in. All right, let's try T25. These are technically concrete screws, but they are no match for the Klein ProFlex bits and, you know, lithium ion. Right in, nice. Let's see. Let's get the Robertson going here. Square drive. Man, that Robertson, you can get some torque on a Robertson. That's nice. And, oh, let's use the number 3 because it does come with it, doesn't it? All right, using the actual number 3. This is on a sheet metal screws. This is going to be like way too much. Yeah, here, let's let's put it on tornado mode. Let's see what happens. It's a great bit. Really like. I mean, anytime I get to use an impact, it's always a good time. Oh, I guess one thing we should test, so you can see this is 15 in 1, and this one's 13 in 1. This one has 7 bits that are double-sided. This one has 6 bits that are double-sided, times 2, so that would be 14 for this, and 12 for this. So where's that extra 1 coming from? Thank goodness I studied math in college. And so technically, because tool makers love to just try to get, especially when it's a multi-tool, make this number as big as possible, they do count this. Let's get that in focus as one of the tools, the quarter-inch thing. I think that's really dumb, but I do have a quarter-inch, one of these self-tapping things. We'll just try it out just to make sure it works. I really would not recommend this because damaging this is going to just ruin this whole tool. I mean, that is going in. And they even say it on this one, which is crazy because, like, it feels like you're going to damage that retention system. But we're going to do it just because I'm dedicated. I mean, yeah, that works. I would never do that in the wild. I think that's a bad idea. But it does work. All right. Can this open it? Got to make sure it's closed. Can we get the cookies? Can we open it with the screwdriver? It's not enough. This is legitimately super hard. Come on, open the cookies. Can you open the cookies? The rest of the way. Open them. Can't do it. Let's try the other one. All right, can we get the cookies out? Can we open the cookies with the Klein ratcheting screwdriver? It got it. All right, 13 in 1 wins this test. All right, classic screwdriver test. Can we transfer an egg from one deli case to another? Let's see what it can do. No, you can't. I don't think they can do it. They just can't get it. There's just no grip. You just got no purchase on this. Yeah, I can't believe they can't do it. What a shame. All right, overall thoughts. We'll do the 15 in 1 first. First of all, I just think this is an overall good screwdriver for like at-home applications. It's got I love the bit storage. I think it's really nice. And the selection of bits I think is solid. The ratcheting is good enough. It's not perfect, and I've certainly had worse. And it's pretty affordable. And quality-wise, while I am really not the person to ask about that, I feel like this is going to last quite a while as long as you treat it right. But I do have a couple of gripes. First of all, the bits on this are proprietary, meaning that they're specifically made in order to use in this particular screwdriver. You might be able to find other multi-bit screwdrivers that use these like double-sided bits with the ball detent, and I'm sure they'll fit in, but it's going to be kind of difficult. So if these get broken or whatever, you're going to have to special order these from Klein or just kind of get creative. And even if you do find something like, say, these VHA blue Terminator bits, I think is what these are called, that do fit in, since the retention method is only that ball detent, these just fall right out, so that kind of stinks. So interoperability is a little bit difficult. Kind of a minor gripe, but this shank is really really loose, and I sure don't love that. The handle's a little bit too wide for my taste, which is, minor. And the most puzzling thing about this is that it includes this bit. They call it the combination bit, and I actually found that Milwaukee also makes these, and they refer to them as the ECX bit. Apparently these are used a lot in like electrical applications or something like that, but it's really just a flathead combined with a Robertson or a square drive. And why this warrants its own bit is like bananas. I just don't understand why you would need that. I even have one of these on my fuse box, and I took the screw on and off, and I was like, yeah, that's fine. And then I used the flathead, and it worked great. You know what? Let's cut to that right now. I'm going to do it for you to make sure you know that I'm not crazy. All right, so here's the screw in question. So let's start off with the flathead. Can the flathead remove it? Yep. I mean, flatheads are kind of terrible. I think we all can recognize that now. But, you know, it's getting the job done, kind of slipping all over the place. But let's try the square or the Robertson. This looks like a number 2. Looks like I've done this before. This is a number 2. Oh, look at that. That's even better. It's so good. Works great. I mean, but wait, there's more. There's this combination bit, which again, I just need to stress there are 2 bits that have already successfully taken this off. So why there's the third one, I don't know. But let's just make sure it works. It does. Good. I mean, it does work, and maybe you can put a little more torque on it, but like, why does this need to exist? Why? Why is this in here? Why? Why? But like, why? But really, like, why? Can someone explain why? Like, but like, why? Yeah, you see that? Like, why? Like, why is it in there? Anyway, apart from that, I think this is a really good screwdriver, especially for the money. You can do a lot worse than this. Okay, now onto the 13-in-1. So I basically think this is just an overall improvement on this one. It just, I think, iterates on it and makes it better in almost every single way. So first of all, the retention system uses a spring system, which really holds them in there. You can kind of tell I had a hard time pulling that off. And it does get a little bit of getting used to, actually. You have to kind of shove it in there and kind of just trust the process. But it does work really well. And because of that, you can now use bits from other systems in this. Typical 1-inch bits kind of go a little bit too far into that, and sometimes you have to pull them out with pliers, so I wouldn't recommend that. But 2-inch bits fit in there just perfect. Like these, let's see, yeah, fits right in there, very minimal play, so that's great. The shank, less wobbly, a little bit, but not too bad. I think the ratcheting is just a little bit better. And the handle is actually narrower and much more comfortable. To me, it's subjective, because they got rid of that crazy bit that I hate so much. So this is awesome. Oh, and all of these bits. So one thing I don't like about them is these that black oxide finish. So when you use them, like even a little bit, you can see already some of the finishes coming off. This is kind of comes with the territory. But all of these are impact rated and fit just directly into an impact. So I think this plus an impact is really just a powerful combination. This not only holds your bits, you can basically just use it as a bit holder if you're working on a project, or if you're using both, you can use the bits for this on stuff that need to be impacted, or used in the impact. I'm not sure how I would say that. And then this for things where you don't need so much force. So just between like these, you could get a whole lot of stuff done. So overall, between these two, I would for sure recommend this one. So a little bonus. I saw that Klein has another version of this ratcheting screwdriver that is not on their website, that I only saw at homedepot.com, which I thought was interesting. And it said it was in stock at my local store, so I went down to just look at it. And yeah, it really is just this one with these bits, but not the ProFlex bits with this orange portion. They're just black 2-inch bits that are double-sided. They're also impact rated. So I thought about getting it, and that kind of seemed, you know, unnecessary, as it was really just this screwdriver. So here it is. And yeah, it really is just this with these like bits that are different than these bits. And I'm sure it's great. I didn't really mess around with it very much. I screwed one flathead into my house with it and it seemed to work just fine. And one thing, the ratcheting mechanism is just a little bit nicer than this one, which is maddening. So anyway, the part number on this one is 32305HD. And for a minute I thought, well, the HD is for like Home Depot. But that doesn't make sense because I got this one at Acme. So I'm not really sure what they're doing. But anyway, that's going to do it for this one. And I will see you guys on the next video.